What's up, guys? My name is Lazarus Benson, and I'm making a trading card game, and today I'm going to talk about rarities in Monquest. And for some of my regular viewers, I've been gone for a really long time. It's been basically like 9 months, but I was working on some side stuff, and I worked on it. It was some music stuff, and I decided I wanted to come back and really work on the card game because a lot of you guys were asking me, oh, are you still making the card game? So yeah, I'm going to come back and work a lot harder on this, and we're going to finish it out. So let's talk about the rarity of these cards. We're going to start with a common one of the game, Voltaire here. And the way we know that Voltaire is common is because it has this gray circle in the item description box. You can see that there. It means it's a common mon in the game. And for these, rarity is not tied to any sort of power or stats in the game. It's more tied to collectability of the cards. It can also be tied to pull rates. Voltaire being common, there's a chance you're always going to pull that card more or a different common card because, like I said, it's not tied to rarity, or it's not tied to skills and stats or anything like that. It's tied to collectability. So Voltaire is a very common card, so you might pull Voltaire quite a bit or any of the other common cards. And usually there's 4 common cards for Mons in a pack. You get 4 of them. And it's not just the Mons that are tied, that have rarity that's tied to a pack. It can be equipment cards like the Dire Iron Sword, for instance. Even item cards. They also use this rarity system. So the Dire Iron Sword is a common equipment card. And those also, none of that is tied to stats. It's just tied to the rarity of the card in the pack or collectability of the card. The Dire Iron Sword is an equipment card, and there are also item cards that are in there as well. And you can pull 2 of these in a pack. So you could get 2 equipment cards or 2 item cards, or you could get an equipment card and an item card in a pack. So you got those there. Now, there are rare cards as well. And example here, Cooney is a rare card in the game, and it uses a blue circle. This blue circle tells you that Cooney is a rare card in the game. It's not just that the card's it's like an uncommon basically, but once again, it's not tied to any sort of skills or level or anything like that in the game. It's all about collectability and rarity in a pack. These are a little more uncommon, but you can still run into them. So you get 4 common Mons, but you can get 2 rare cards, and that is a thing about that. You can get 2 rare Mons in the game. Equipment cards and item cards are always going to be separate, even if they have a rarity of a rare card. They'll still be separate in their own way, because I want you to have a fairness of getting equipment item cards as well in the pack. Another rarity is called Epic, and Nywin is an epic card in the game. And I've been just playing with these holographics a lot, but that purple circle in the corner means Nywin's epic. And here's the thing about the next 2 cards I'll also show you. Nywin is kind of tied with this. This is about collectability, and it doesn't make the stats better for Nywin because he's an epic. That's all tied to other stuff I'll explain later. But you'll either be able to pull what's called an epic, legendary, or an ultimate unlimited. These are like your rare cards that you'll get out of the pack, and those will be the ones that you essentially get. You get one of those. Or you can get a legendary. instead. Maybe you pull a legendary card. You know it's a legendary because it has that orange circle in the corner. So that's a legendary card. And these are going to be more common to pull than the next one I'm going to show you. So these will be your rare cards that you'll essentially get in a pack. When you get a pack, you'll be able to get one of those. They're going to be more common, but still rare enough to still pull because you don't know which one you're going to get. Now, the one that's going to be really hard, they're called Ultimate Unlimited. And Ultimate Unlimited, they are a different color scheme than the base cards. And that means everything on the card is a different color. So here's the common Voltairy. It has that gray circle in the corner. And here is the Ultimate Unlimited Voltairy. And the difference here is it is a different color scheme and it's got this white border, but it has a white circle in the corner right there. And you can see everything about the card is completely different. The weaknesses are a different color. The card itself is a different color. Its type in the corner is a different color. Everything about this is a completely different color. The difference here for the Ultimate Unlimited between the Legendary, the Epic, the Legendary, and the Ultimate Unlimited is this card can be pulled in like 1 in every 70 packs. Now, it replaces one of these. So you can either pull one of these as your rarity. They're the most common rarity of like ones you're gonna pull out of the rarest ones. But basically, this will be in place of them. Because the way it works in the pack is you get 4 common cards, you get 2 attribute cards, and then you get 2 item or equipment cards. And then you get 2 rare cards, so 2 rare mons, and then you get 1 epic, legendary, or Ultimate Unlimited. It's just that these are easier to get. This is 1 in 70 packs. Different color scheme. But there are also promo cards. And here's a promo Voltairy. You can see it says promo in the corner there. A little hard to see, but the difference here is, and I just noticed this, so I'm going to edit the card. It's supposed to be a purple dot, a purple circle for being an epic card, but it's very faint and you can barely tell it's in there. But basically that is an alternate art of the card I did, and it will have a purple circle in the corner and it'll be an epic, but it doesn't affect stats and stuff. It just means it's a rare promo card basically. That you can get, and I've thought about this, but I haven't done it yet. I'm thinking about taking the Ultimate Unlimited and also making them promo cards. I'm not sure, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if I should make some of these as Ultimate Unlimited. And like I said, this is a promo, but it is an epic card. So even promo cards could be Legendary, Ultimate, Unlimited, like I was thinking, or they could be Legendary. Usually, most of the time for promo cards, you're going to have alternate arts. But like I said, Rarity has nothing to do with stats, or class, or level, or anything like that. Rarity is all tied to collectability of the game and pull rate, basically. I try to make it as fair as I possibly can. I didn't want to go crazy and make like, oh man, make it really hard to pull this card. And that's why the Ultimate Unlimited are 1 in 70 packs, because I felt that was a little more fair to do. But yeah, that's Rarity, guys. Ultimate Unlimited, Legendary, Epic, Rare, Common, and Common. And that's how Rarity works in Monquest. It's all about collectability and pull rates out of packs, and that's it. Now that you guys understand how Rarity works in Monquest, that it's about collectability and pull rates in packs, that has nothing to do with stats. And I wanted to try to make that great for collectors or people who are trying to pull those cards. I wanted to also make it fair, but I didn't want to tie it to any stats because I felt like that would be just unfair. But I wanted to let you guys know that I do have a Discord if you're interested in joining. Right in that Discord, I'm going to post a lot of new content as well, updates on stuff. I'm still going to do it here on YouTube. I'm going to make a lot more videos, talk about Monquest and what's going to happen in there. And what's cool is people have purchased these prototype packs, and this has gone through, like, this might be like the third run, because originally those circles were letters, and they had like an L and an E, but they didn't look very good. So the people who own the first prototype packs own the first print runs of those prototype packs. And so basically people can buy these prototype packs and collect them, and over time these are going to change, because the community is what I want to help me build this. I know I'm going to have to do a lot myself, but I do want the community involved. And what's cool is with these prototype packs, we're going to use them to play test the game, and that's why I have a Discord, so we can go in there and play test the game together. And I'll leave all that in the description. On my website, you can buy these prototype packs. Just understand they do take me a minute to make. It's not a fast process at all, but understand that you can buy these, and they change over time. So like, some people have first print runs of these, second print runs, because I changed things like spelling errors and stuff like that, and I changed certain aesthetics of the card. These looked a lot different, and I changed certain things. But yeah, anytime we do this, it's up to you as the community. I don't want it to just be me, but I want to document what I've been doing. And so that's why I haven't finished the game yet, because I want you to be part of it. I want the community to be part of that. I want them to have say in how it works, or maybe if I change something, I'm using your feedback to help make the game better. And so that's why I haven't finished it. I want to document what I'm doing, but at the same time, I want to build an awesome community around this. Like I said, you can buy these prototype packs. They'll be in my description. You can buy them on my website, and I'll craft these, and you'll get some. I'll try to limit it, because one time a guy bought like 80 packs, and it took me forever. So I probably won't limit to how much a person can buy. But it's cool because these change over time, and things about the card will change. Maybe stats will change. It'll be different each time, because you guys are helping me develop it. And like I said, I have a Discord. We can play test these. And I thank you guys so much for checking out these videos. And I thank you guys so much for asking me, where's Monquest at? Well, it's back, and we're going to build this thing to be awesome. So thank you guys, and I'll see you later.